Hi, you seem lost, young man.
Hey, I have a question. I want to get on a computer and print my schedule from Bear Tracks. How do I do that?
Did you say bear tracks?
Yeah. I don't really know what Bear Tracks is, though.
Look, I can give you the grand tour right here, right now. I work on maintaining bear tracks. Bear Tracks is only the shining example of student organization to this day because of the many sleepless nights.
Okay, that's great, but all I want to do is print my schedule.
I can't believe you never heard of Bear Tracks. You must have used it at least once to register for your classes.
Right, yeah, I did use it, but I really stumbled through the entire way.
What? I better start from the beginning then. Hey guys, my name is Cindy, and I'm here to talk to you about not only Bear Tracks, but all of the other computer resources you can access here at the university. Before I do that though, I want to talk to you about what you'll be using to access most, if not all of these resources, your CCID. Your CCID is unique to you, is assigned to you, and is a short form of your name. You also have a password associated with your CCID. Make sure to choose this password wisely, as Christian mentioned earlier. Your CCID allows you to access the U of A electronic services, like the library, eClass, Bear Tracks, and more.
Is this the same as my student ID number?
No, your student ID number is on your one card, and is a 7-digit number, and your CCID is more like a username. Computer Lab Access. Every general access library on campus has a computer lab. You can go to labs.ualberta.ca for a full list, but they're generally pretty easy to find. Logging on to any lab computer requires your CCID and your password, as shown in this handy screenshot. Once you log on, the default time for use is 2 hours. Don't worry, as you can always extend your time. This is just a security feature. Make sure to keep the authentication window open while you're using the computer. There are 4 different ways to save files that you're working on. USB. You can purchase a USB key at the bookstore, AICT, or bring your own from home. It's the safest thing to do as long as you always have it with you. Just don't forget it. Google Drive. As Christian mentioned, every student at the U of A has access to Google Drive through the UAlberta Google account. You can access files here anytime, anywhere by logging in with your CCID. AFS, a whopping 24 gigabytes. This offers 24-hour access to U of A server onto a personal drive, but there is a connection setup required. More info at the AICT website. Tempspace, a place to save things quickly that you don't need permanently. It's a folder on desktop of lab computers. It will be erased upon restart. The university offers 2 wireless networks accessible all over campus: UWS, University Wireless Service, and Guest at U of A. So which one should you use? Guest at U of A is a public wireless network at the university. Anyone can access it. You can only access UWS with your CCID login. It's meant for students and staff at the university to use. It generally has better connectivity than Guest at U of A. There is a process that you have to go through the first time you connect to UWS, and this varies depending on operating system. There is a dummy wireless network, how to connect to wireless, that has been set up. Once you connect to it, a web page will pop up that will give you a step-by-step guide to connecting to UWS tailored for your operating system.
Is connecting to Wi-Fi similar to authenticating on a computer?
Yeah, for both you'll need your CCID and password. Another essential computer resource here is printing. I'll give you a rundown of the basics. Every library that has computers also has printing services. It costs money to print, 12 cents per page. That means that printing on both sides of a double-sided page will cost you 24 cents in total. You pay for printing through your OneCard. You load money onto your OneCard printing account, then swipe your OneCard at the printing station. There is a common mistake that a lot of students make though, when trying to use the money on their OneCards to print. Corbett mentioned earlier, but I've illustrated it with this handy flowchart in the next slide. There are actually 2 different accounts that are associated with your OneCard: your meal plan account and your general OneCard account. The meal plan account is used for buying food on campus with whatever meal plan you may have, and the general account is used for all other OneCard expenses. This includes printing, laundry, and the like. You can't use money from your meal plan account to print, and you can't use money from your general account to buy food with your OneCard. You don't start out with any money on your general account though. If you need to deposit money to your general account, you can go online to the OneCard website, to a OneCard office, or to an automated deposit machine, ADM, around campus. You don't have to use lab computers to print. It is possible to print from your laptop if you download and install the required software. This will be specific to what operating system you want to print from and where you want to print, and you can download this software from the OneCard website. Go to this place in the side menu. So Christian, those are some pretty cool skills you have there. Authenticate, Wi-Fi wizard. Why don't you try to use some of those skills right now? In fact, I have an activity for you. The U of A actually has an official application which is very useful for your life here as a student. You should definitely download it. I'll show you how to do that. If you're on campus right now, go to the list of wireless networks on your mobile device and find guest.U of A if you're not already connected to another wireless network. Select the network to connect to it. If you're on guest.U of A, you may have to go to your internet browser and accept the terms of service to pop up there in order to use the network. After you've connected to a network, you'll need to download the application. The steps differ depending on what kind of device you have. If you don't have an Android or iPhone, you can go to the mobile website listed here. The mobile version can perform all the main functionality.
The section of the app that I like the most is the Transit tab. Here, you can see when the next bus is coming to any stop, as well as plan your trips for the day. It's really handy if you're a klutz at public transit like I am.
You can also load your schedule into the app and see when and where all of your classes are.
Neat. So now I can totally go on the computer and print my schedule. Thanks for your help.
Wait, don't go! You don't even know anything about Bear Tracks yet! Finally, I'll be talking about Bear Tracks. That took way too long to get to. You can access Bear Tracks through a link on the university website or via beartracks.ualberta.ca. Here's the link to Bear Tracks on the UAlberta main page. This is what you'll see when you first log into Bear Tracks. You'll see an overview of your classes, a financial summary, and other notifications. You guys will probably have already seen this page when applying to be admitted at the university, but if you ever need to change your program or reapply for some reason, you'll be coming back here to monitor your application status. You can see each of the applications you have in progress, the admission status for each application, and additional comments. The to-do list is also important to watch any outstanding documents or tasks you need to do. It's important to keep your personal information updated so that the university can send you messages and letters and keep your documents up to date. This includes addresses, emergency contacts, etc. One good thing to keep updated is your phone number. That way, the university can text you alerts if there's an emergency. Tornado outside, I get a text about it. This is where you'll be searching for courses offered each semester, registering for classes, and checking your final grades. This is a section that a lot of people miss in Bear Tracks. The university offers over $27 million in scholarships every year, so it's good to take advantage of this. You can both apply for university scholarships and view any that you've already received from the university. Note that this is university awards only. If you have any external awards, they won't show up here. Finally, you can also view your financial status. This includes your account balance, how much money do you owe the university, how much money do they owe you, a breakdown of your fees and tuition per term, and documents related to taxes.
Will I be able to make payments toward my tuition or pay any outstanding fees through Bear Tracks?
Yep, you can select a term, click on Update My Fees, and you will be directed to a secure online payment site. That concludes the Bear Tracks presentation. Not too bad, right? Before I go though, I want to mention AICT, or Academic Information and Communication Technologies. They essentially deal with all technical services here at the university. If you're having any technical difficulties, you can contact them at this phone number, this email, or walk in 8 to 4, Monday to Friday. They don't just do help desk though. If you need to print oversized documents, buy software, or need a custom technical solution, they're happy to help.
Well, that's great, but I really just wanted to print my schedule.
Well, why didn't you just say so in the first place? I'll come with you and show you how it's done.